dear students and working accountants. Welcome to my Smart Tally Pride YouTube channel. My name is Babura from Hyderabad. And before we proceed to our topic today, one suggestion for you. So, if you want to become and if you want to gain expert knowledge and to become the expert accountant, my advice is you follow all my videos in the same order in which I uploaded the videos. So in the same order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Don't skip some videos. Don't go to further videos and come back like that. You cannot get good. You cannot get good knowledge. So follow them as per the dates in which I uploaded. That is chronological order. And then you will get expert knowledge and will become expert accountant. So follow them in the just like 1, 2, 3 in the same order in which I uploaded. Now back to our topic today. So today our topic is what we have is about debit note voucher entry. Debit note voucher entry, we will know that. But in the books of the purchaser, that is the buyer. In the books of the buyer, and actually we will know about debit note and credit note. So that is our prime goal now. So in this case, we take it as we are buyer. In the case of a buyer, how you will record and what is actually, first of all, what is debit note and credit note, and how the buyer will record in the debit note or credit note voucher. The buyer, how the buyer will record the transactions, any transaction, when and how he will record in debit note and credit note voucher. What are the reasons? What is the instances when he will record them in the debit note and credit note voucher? So first of all, I will tell you. Debit note and credit note means if we have to debit other person's account for any reason after purchasing the goods, the other person means the supplier or the seller is the creditor. So the seller account will be credited when he purchase the goods. Purchase account will be debited, his account will be credited. So his account is credited, and then later for any reason his account is to be reduced, that his account balance is to be reduced, or sometimes his account balance is to be increased. So his account is credited. So to reduce the balance, that is to reduce the credit, we have to debit. To increase the credit, we have to credit again. Understand? That is the thing. So to the account of the creditor or the supplier will be a credit balance, and his account is to be, when it is to be reduced, we have to debit that. If it is to be increased, we have to credit that. So to reduce his account, when you have to debit his account, then the purchaser will issue a debit note that is recorded in the debit note voucher and debit note voucher. So when his account is to be debited, we will record in the debit note voucher. When his account is to be credited, to be increased, if the account is to be credited, we will issue a credit note and we record in the credit note voucher. So what we are going to learn is when the buyer will record in the debit note voucher, what are the reasons, and when he will credit he will credit his account. That means when he will issue the credit note voucher. So recording in debit note voucher and credit note voucher, in the case of the buyer, we will learn. For example, we will take up, see here, Ranga Computers. We will take up Ranga Computers. We will take up, see here, you will see, sorry, we will see purchases. So if we take up purchases, see here, these are the total purchases. So these not there. So these are the total purchases. I will do one thing. I will pause this and I will do something here. See here, this is Ranga Computers directed. In this case, these are all the purchases. These are all the purchases. Then how this Ranga Computers is the buyer. Anchor account is the buyer. So how the buyer will record the when and how, when the what I mean, what is the reason, as well as how he will record the debit note or credit note transaction. First of all, you take up. There are some reasons. The first reason is when you purchase the goods, so we debited the purchases account is debited and the party account is credited. See here, purchase the party account. So if the account is credited, it is to be credited. Purchase means party account is credited because he is a creditor, and sales purchase account is debited. So his account is credited. And then due to any reason, for example, due to the quality, suppose we ordered for some quality, they supplied some different quality goods or inventory or stock items, or sometimes the quality of the, I mean, sometimes all these goods, that is the inventory or the goods or items supplied, they are damaged. So due to that or due to any other reason, so the goods we may return back to him. So returning, when you are returning, we may return the whole consignment, that is the total goods or the total items, stock items, or the total stock may be returned, or some units only some stock items only may be returned, whatever it may be. If you return the goods, what we will do, when we purchase, his account is credited. When you return back, his account is to be debited, because when you return the goods, so his account is to be reduced, isn't it? It is to be reduced. That means his account is to be debited. When you purchased, his account is credited. Though when you return the goods, his account is to be debited. That means we have to debit his account. So to debit his account, we issue the debit note and we enter in the debit note voucher. We will inform him, due to so and so reason, we are returning the goods to you. That is fully or in part. We are returning the goods to you due to so and so reason. And like that, please accept this and give us credit note. We will issue the debit note. If you issue the debit note, he will credit us. When we are debiting his account, he will credit our account. So issue the credit note, like that. We accept this goods, like that. We send the goods, and along with the goods, we send the paper debit note, because as per the rule, all the goods movement should be supported with documents. When you sell the goods, we have to send sales invoice only. Sales invoice definitely has to accompany the goods. When you return the goods, the debit note, when you are returning the goods, the debit note is to accompany. So along with the goods, we will send the debit note to the customer. So, I mean, to the supplier, we will record in the debit note voucher. That's right. For example, see here, on 1st April, we purchased from Savita Electronics. We purchased from Savita Electronics. We take them only one. Okay. So Savita Electronics, we purchased on so and so date. On 1st April, the invoice number, supplier invoice 125, we purchased HP laptops, 20 numbers for 32,000 rupees each. We purchased. This is IST, that is his interstate, some other state. So here, when you return the goods, we have to record the transaction. Where you have to record, while recording the transaction, in the transaction, while recording in the debit note, we have to give the invoice number and date of the original seller. That is the original invoice. When we purchased, we received invoice, the original invoice number we had to give. So remember this, 125 invoice number, 1st April, and HP laptop, 32,000 rupees each. For example, 2nd April, we returned the goods. So in this case, we have to go and record that voucher. We have to record the voucher. So when you are recording returning the goods to them, we have to record in which voucher we have to use. We have to use debit note, because when you are returning the goods sent to him, his account is to be debited. His account is to be reduced, so his account is to be debited. To debit his account, we issue the debit note and we record in the debit note voucher. So what is the short key for that? See, go to related reports. See, not related. Go to other voucher. Go to other vouchers. There you can see credit note, debit note. So we have to issue debit note. The short key is Alt F5. So here you have to go there to all, that in all other vouchers, and then you select debit note. You can click it, or you can click Alt F5 in our keyboard. Or see F5 is there. On the ending there is arrow. You can click that also. You can see debit note F5, Alt F5. F5 is debit. Alt F5 is debit note. So here, instead of that, you have to click this, or simply Alt F5 you have to type. Alt F5. Yeah. So debit note. Okay, the debit note. Though to change the date, 2nd April, we 2nd April, sorry, 2nd April, we return the goods. To whom we return? We return to Savita Electronics. Savita Electronics, and here you see, when you are sending the goods, you have to make up the dispatch details. Here, see here, I will tell you. Share. In this case, when I'm selling these, below the dispatch details, here dispatch details. Original invoice number I have to give. What is the original invoice number? Original invoice number in, we have done 125, 1st April. 125, 1st April. Then Control A, save that. So its account is taken. And now, when you are returning the goods, so it is called purchase returns. We are issuing debit note, but it is called purchase returns. For the purchase returns, we have to create a separate ledger. We have to create a separate ledger. So here, purchase returns you have to take. It is returns. We are returning the goods. So you have to take purchase returns. And this purchase returns, when you are creating, see here, purchase returns account is to create another purchases account. It is to create another purchase accounts only. You have to create under purchase accounts. So we will take the purchase returns, and then HP laptop we returned. Suppose we returned two numbers, each 32. So when you purchase, you enter 32. Now it is taking the same amount. Suppose it is different, you can write 32,000 rupees. This will return. So here we take tax you have to take. If you take CGST, you cannot calculate because it is an interest rate. So IGST you have to calculate. So it will take IGST. Understand? So you have to take the debit note you have to issue for the purchase returns. And Savita Electronics, it is the what you call it is the party, that is the supplier. His account is to be debited, so his account is taken. And under the dispatch, original invoice details are there. Original invoice details. So these original invoice details, you have to give the original invoice first when you purchase. What is the invoice received? So that is called the original invoice. When you sell also, we will issue the receipt, invoice. So that is also called original invoice. That original invoice number 125, and then the date of that you have to give, and then party details, the name details will come, and then Control A, and then our ledger account. You have to, when you are purchasing, we are giving purchase account, purchase there. When you are returning, we have to give it purchase returns. So purchase returns, and what is the item? That is the stock item we returned. HP laptop. How many quantity? Two numbers. The rate is same rate, 32,000, and total is 64. And there is another item. But enter there. There is no item, so come down, and then here you have to give the tax. So if it is interest rate, you have to give CGST or GST. If this is interest rate, so you have to give IGST. And then here, when you come to provide GST details, when the debit note and credit will come definitely, you have to select yes. And here SC means here you have to give the reason why you are issuing the debit note. So reasons for issuing the note. The note means this note, debit note. What is the reason? It is return of goods. So when we are purchasing, we are returning. When you sell, we are getting returns, whatever it may be. When the sold goods are returned, they sell to us, we are returning. We sold to others, they are returning. Like that, the sales returns of goods is called simply sales returns. You select it as sales returns. And then the supplier's debit or credit note means when they are issuing the debit note, they will issue credit note to us. When you issue a credit note, they will issue a debit note to us. So what is the debit note or credit note issued by them? So in this case, we send the goods and debit note to them, and they will check up and they will accept the return of goods, and they will send the credit note. So after that they will send. That's why we will not enter anything here now. When they send the credit note, then again open this transaction, then edit that, then we will enter the credit note sent by them. Okay, and then here, and now here the total amount, we are coming there, total amount. Then if you click, you will get the bill-wise details window. In the bill-wise details window, so these goods are returned out of an invoice already received. That is, against already received invoice, we are supplying, returning the goods. Okay, when you are making the payment, against that invoice, you are making payment. So now we are returning the goods, the same in the goods supplied by the same invoice, we are returning. That is why it is to, we have to select as against reference, because it's already selecting accounting and reference. In this against reference, the same bill which we are returning, that is against which we are selected in the dispatch details, below that we are giving the original invoice number. The same thing it will come. If there are 3-4 invoices, we have select that same number, 125 was April. So 75,620 is the goods returned. So like this, so understand. So here, if you go to page up, the same thing will open. So in the case of purchase returns, we have to share debit note. So going to the debit note, then take the date now, and then take the party, that is the creditor, supplier, will go to him, and after selecting that, we'll come to dispatch details. Below that, invoice details, original invoice details, original invoice number, and the date, that is the invoice from the, the invoice against which you are supplying, returning the goods. We received invoice and goods, and out of that we are returning, that is the original invoice number, and date we have to give. Then party details, save, then purchase returns, and then ledger account, we have to give it as purchase returns, because we are returning back the purchases. Purchased goods we are returning, they are called purchase returns. So for purchase returns, we have to show a separate account, because we can show it as purchase also, because purchases are reduced. We can show it as purchase, but in the final accounts, so it will show the net amount of purchases. Suppose like 1 lakh we purchased, 10,000 we returned, only 90. So if you enter in purchase account, it will show the balance of 90. In the final accounts, it will show in the profit and loss account, it will show only 90. But in the profit and loss account, we have to show the total purchases. Out of that, we have to show less returns. We have to reduce returns. We have to show that. That is why purchase returns account is created separately, but the group will be purchases only. That is why in the balance, in the profit and loss account, total purchases will be shown, purchases, then less purchase returns. Purchases, less purchase returns, minus it will show. Minus purchase returns it will show, and the amount it will show. That is why this is purchase returns. We are selling. And then the goods item, stock item which we returned, name, and how many quantities, total or some balance, total or part. All the stock may be returned, whatever it may be. Whatever we returned, that number of items, then the rate of the items, and then we will take up the total amount. Then you have to charge when the goods are returned, goods are reduced, then the GST also will be reduced. That's why it will be taken. And here we have to take yes. You don't know, but you have to take no, yes. We have to take yes. And the reason we have to do for this, the sales are returned. That is the sold goods received by us. The case it is sales returns sold by one person, returned by a purchaser. So sold by seller. That is why it says as sales returns are for purchase returns. You can take as others also, but this is correct one. Sales sold goods returned, purchase sales returns, and the credit note will enter later when he sends the credit note to us. We are sending debit note. He will send the credit note, and then after from this total, the bill wise, that is the use of bill wise details. That's why we have to every business bill wise details are to be activated. So bill wise details if you go, it will automatically select against reference number, because the goods are returned from a particular bill. That's why we are taking that under the dispatch detail, we are taking the original invoice number. So that original invoice number against you as applied, we are returning. It will show the number. If there are more than one We have to select that particular number and take the amount. This amount will come here. So this we can write in as goods returned. Okay. So this is how you will enter the purchase returns. And for issuing this debit note means for reducing the account of the supplier or seller, the account is a credit balance. So to reduce that purchase returns, we are reducing. Not only this, there are some other reasons to reduce the account. Suppose, so to reduce the account, his account is to be debited. We are issuing debit note and recording in the debit note voucher. Suppose sometimes his account is to be increased. His account is to be, the seller account is to be increased. So to increase that, his account is already a credit balance. It's a creditor. His account is to be increased means again you have to credit. To reduce now, we have debited his account. To increase his account, we have to credit his account again. In such a case, we will issue credit note. The seller, the buyer, will issue a credit note. That means a seller, buyer will issue or will not issue only debit note. He will issue credit note also. So depending on the reason, the buyer will issue debit note as well as credit note. Whenever, whatever the reason, so according to the reason, he will issue the note, debit note or credit note. Similarly, seller also will issue. Actually, we are issuing debit note means seller will issue for the same reasons. He will issue credit note. So he will issue credit note. Sometimes he will also issue debit note. That we will take it later. Okay. So this is the first reason. This is the first reason. See, go to the purchases account. Go to the purchases account. You see here. See, not purchase. Go to Savita Electronics. Go to Savita Electronics. You see, purchases we made. Only the debit side. We go to purchases. See, purchases we made. Only once we purchased. Only once we purchased. So, see, 2nd April, purchase returns. Now we made it as number. 2 numbers. Yeah, this is the thing. This we will reduce. We will delete this. All this we will delete. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, his account is created. Now his account is debited. His account is divided. Wait 1 minute. So, okay, I will delete later. So his account is debited. Okay. And in the case of purchases, so purchases, we are not entering at the time of return, we are entering separate account called purchase return. That is why so this account is always showing debit. And if you take a purchase returns, it will show credit. It will show credit. See here, it will show credit. So here, it shows credit side 2nd April. Now we did only the amount it will show. The tax will be shown separately. Okay, like this we will do this one, purchase and sales. Okay, right. And now this is the first reason when what we do purchases. So this is the first reason when they issue the debit note. Okay, and the next reason. So we are not returning any goods. We are not returning any goods, but see here on 1st April again, we purchase from HP India Limited. HP India Limited. In this case, so we ordered for computers, they supplied the computers. So in this case, we ordered for 4 computers. We ordered. I'll take up 6 numbers. Okay. So we ordered for 6 numbers. They supplied, sorry, we ordered for 5 numbers, but they supplied 5 numbers. Okay. So we ordered for goods, they supplied the goods. So how many units? 5 numbers we ordered. They supplied 5 numbers. But by mistake, in the bill, they entered 6 numbers. So when you got the bill, we should not, the bill will not be, when you receive the bill, we cannot order the bill. So the bill is recorded. Now we have to make that reduce that, isn't it? So actually it is five, only five numbers. So they separate also five numbers only. But they by mistake they entered six numbers means one number they excess they billed. They sent the bill for excessively for one. So in that case, what we have to reduce. So if they bill excess amount, whether it is excess stock, I mean excess quantity or excess rate also, like that next we will take up that. So here only five numbers we ordered, they separate five numbers by mistake or by error, they entered six numbers. In that case, it means they entered one number extra. So they entered more means we have to reduce that number, isn't it? We have to reduce that number. That is why to reduce means we are reducing this, means purchase bill will reduce, will go down, isn't it? Purchase bill will go down. That is why his account is to be reduced. He is taking more. So we have to reduce his account. For this purpose also, we issue a debit note again 2nd April, HP India Limited, HP Computers. And one more thing. HP India Limited, 1st April, the number you remember. 202, 1st April. 202, 1st April, one number 28,000. Okay. So again, here also, we are doing Alt F5. This one, again, we take this 2nd April, HP India Limited. So here, original invoice 202, 1st April. Okay, 202, 1st April. Save this. And now here, you remember one thing. Only in the first case, we returned goods to them. That is why we entered in the purchase returns account. Because purchase returns should be shown separately by reducing in the final accounts. That is why we created a separate account, purchase returns. So we entered that ledger account, purchase returns. But now here, we are not returning any goods. So purchase returns cannot be used. We cannot enter in the purchase returns account. Just simply the invoice is reduced, is altered, isn't it? Isn't it? So when you reduce the quantity, actually the invoice value will go down. The invoice price will go down. That is why the purchasers itself is, if they build exactly five, the bill will be less. Since they increase, they build six numbers, the bill is more. So decreasing the bill means purchase itself we are decreasing. That is why they take on the purchases. Directly, purchase account is paid. And here, what is this? HP computers. HP computers. Suppose so five we ordered, they supplied, they build six. So one extra and one is 28,000 rupees. So that 28,000 and then here CGST, here GST. So here and here. Reason. What is the reason here? What is the reason? It is not return. It is not return. It is not discount. It is not discount. It is correction in invoice. Invoice, they build more number of units. That is why reducing that means the invoice itself is altered. So I will take it as correction in invoice, and then similarly after that they will send this one. That is credit note. If they send already, we enter that one. Otherwise, when they send later, we enter that. Afterwards, we alter that and we reduce. Okay. And now here 33,000. Now it will go to bill wise details. Against reference, against which bill? 202. So 1st April. So 202, 1st April. That is the bill against that, and we have to understand. So here, first one is goods returned. Second one is the quantity is more, that is build more quantity. So reduce the quantity. When you reduce the quantity means the purchase bill itself is reduced. That means we are taking directly purchase, not purchase return. We have to take purchase only. Now another reason is the same thing here. The same thing here. Everything is same. Here in the same case, HP India Limited, in this case, we ordered six, we ordered. The quantity is correct. We ordered six, they supplied six. Give the previous example. This is another example, the same thing. Six we ordered, they supplied order. They supplied six. No problem. There is no difference in the quantity. But actually, it is 25,000 is the rate. Price is 25,000. They entered 28,000. What it mean? they entered more price. Previously, they entered more quantity, reduced the quantity. Here, quantity is correct, but here they increased, they build more amount, price is more, but reduce the price. For that also, reducing means price reducing or reducing quantity, everything means reducing his account, reducing the purchase value. That means reducing his account. For this also, we have to issue a debit note. So reducing quantity or reducing quantity is correct. Reducing price also, we have to issue quantity. The number is 202, same thing. 202 for April. To take up voucher, Alt F5. So what is the HP India Limited? HP India, yes, HP India Limited. The order is 202 first April. The order is 202 first April. And here also we are reducing the value of the price. That is, previously we reduce the quantity. That means bill is sales price is reduced. Now we are decreasing the rate. That means also we are reducing it means the value is decreased. So for this also we have to take only purchase. Then HP computer. So here quantity there is no change. We purchase 6, they build 6, exactly correct. So quantity we are not reducing, we are reducing only price. So if you, unless you enter the quantity, you can enter the price rate. That's why directly you go to the amount section. So directly we have to enter their amount only. Quantity we are not reducing, so we are don't enter anything in the quantity. Directly in the amount column, see there are 6 numbers. 6 numbers, each one 3,000 rupees is more. 3 numbers, 3,000 is 25,000. They build 28,000. So 3,000 into how many? 3. 3,000 into 3. 3 numbers. So 3 into 3, 9,000 rupees. 9,000 rupees is more. Understand? Correct? So here 20. So here. Okay. Not working. So here HP computers, numbers, quantity, there is no difference, and rate only, they build more by 3,000. So for 3 items, sorry, 6 items now, 6 items, 6 into 3, 6 into 3, 18,000. 6 items, totally, quantity is correct. So 6 items are 6 numbers, they increase. So for each one, 3,000 rupees, they build more. So 6 numbers into 3,000 is 18,000 rupees. 18,000 rupees. Then GST. Okay. Here also US. And what is the reason? Here also invoices, correction in the invoice. So there quantity is changed, corrected. Now here rate is corrected. So do that and a credit note. If it is already we got it, we enter that. Otherwise, when they send, we will enter that. But here also. So what is against the bill? Which bill we corrected? 202. So here against this 202, 21,440. Okay, 21,440. So like this, they have done. So purchase returns, debit note, we have to issue purchase returns, but ledger account we have to take purchase returns account under the group purchases. And next second one, reducing the quantity. That is, they are build more, reducing the quantity or reducing the price. In both the cases, debit note will issue, take the number, ledger account will take directly purchases because the purchase bill is reduced. So the purchase bill is reduced. That is why when you are sending the goods are sent, returned back. But here we are not getting the goods are with us, but the value is reduced. That is why ledger account in both the cases, reducing the quantity or reducing the price. In both the cases, this account is debited. So debit note is issued and we enter in the debit note voucher. And here ledger account, we take purchase account directly and then take the stock item. And when you enter the name of the person, immediately it will ask you the dispatch details. Below that, we have to give the original invoice. So against which we are reducing the quantity or reducing the price. You have to invoice number, you have to give invoice number and date. And now the item number, item name, And then in this case, in the case of reducing quantity, we have to write the difference quantity and the price, and it will show that total amount. Then take the GST. In case we are reducing only the price, in that case, take the name of item. Then in the quantity item, we are not entering. There is no difference in the quantity. Directly in the amount column, what is the difference? So total quantity into the excess amount reduced. We reduce the X amount. We take that and we will enter the in the last column, in the amount column directly, and then take the GST. Understand? So these are the three reasons. These are the three reasons when here, these are the three reasons when we issue the debit note. The first case, take the ledger difference. Ledger is purchase returns. In the other two cases, only purchase directly we have to take, and then ledger account we have to take purchase, and entry we are entering. In the case of returns, you take the everything. In the case of reducing the quantity, take the quantity, the price, everything. But in the case of reducing price, we have to take only, we have to take only, we have to take only the amount column. So if the quantity, there is no quantity column, we will not enter unless we enter quantity column. We cannot enter the price also. Directly it will go to the amount column. The difference amount, the amount which is to be reduced, is entered in the directly in the difference column. And after that, yet they are after the entering the amounts and tax, it will ask you details. There you have to select yes only always. Always you have to select yes, and you have to give the this one. In the case of first one, purchase returns, you have to give to sales returns. And in the case of other two, both are reducing the quantity or reducing the price. We will make it as correction in invoice. And then when you come to the amount column, it will ask you the bill wise entries against reference only. Against table you are reducing. That is, we are sending back, or we are reducing the quantity or quantity rate. So here you take the bill. We give in the dispatch details. Below that you have given this. Okay, like this, enter and accept this. Okay, so this is about the three reasons when you issue the debit note. The buyer, you are saying buyer. The buyer will issue the debit note for three reasons. One is return. Another one is reducing the quantity. Another one is reducing the price. Sometimes, if in the bill the quantity is billed more, we are reducing that. Suppose if the quantity is billed less, because we ordered 10, they supplied 10. We ordered 10, they supplied 10. By mistake, we entered 8 only. So actually, how many we purchased? 10. They sent by 10 also. They supplied. But they billed in the bill, they entered only 8 means. So two numbers less they introduced, they billed in the bill invoice. So we have to increase that, isn't it? So to increase that means that we have to increase the purchase value. That means we have to increase the other person account also, isn't it? So he billed less, so he's taking less. But it is to be increased, so his account is to be increased. So either quantity or less quantity they build, we have to increase. Price also, suppose if the price is 25,000, they entered only by mistake 23,000. So 2,000 rupees less they introduced. They build, in such a case, that amount we have to increase the price, isn't it? So in both these cases, they increase, they build more. To reduce that, we issued debit note. For example, for the goods, if they build less amount, either quantity or price, we have to increase. To increase that, we have to issue credit note. His account is to be credited. His account is to be increased. He's a creditor. His account is to be increased. So his account is to be credited. So to credit his account, we issue a credit note. We issue a credit note. Understand this? We issue a credit note. So that I will tell you But in that case, in the, bill-wise details, if you show against reference, here you must be careful. That I will show you. Because generally, this buyer will issue a debit note. Now he issues a credit note. In that case, see here, at the end, if we are doing, we are issuing debit note, means his account is to be debited. So here it will say the bill number, and it will show the amount. This amount it will show debit. This account is to be debited. So even in the case of credit note, it will show the not this amount, it will show the total bill pending amount. Total bill pending amount, it will show, and it will show a credit. Credit note will be issued by the creditor generally, so his account is to be credited. That's why it will show a credit note, it will show credit. For debit note, it will show debit. For debit note, it's okay. When you're showing credit note, you must be careful, I will tell you. So in this case, here, you see, for example, 2nd April, otherwise you take up 31st May, for example. 31st May, we purchased. 31st May, we purchased invoice number 258, 31st July. We purchased the goods here. That is from Ayyappa Computers. Okay. Samsung Computers, we purchased 25. 25. Actually, see here. Here, see, we purchased 25 number of articles. That is 25 number of goods. 25 number of goods are means 25 computers we purchased, but by mistake, he billed and he entered 23 numbers. What does it mean? We have to increase 4. So if 23, if they bill 25, we will reduce 2. Now we purchase 25. So they bill 23 only means we have to increase 2. We have to increase 2 numbers. That's why what we have to do, the number is 258, 31st July. That is the date and number, 31st July. And 2 numbers, rate is 20. Okay. So here, now we have to increase. Now we have to enter the transaction. Voucher we have to enter. So what to do here? We have to increase the quantity. So increase the quantity means his account is to be, that is purchase is increased. That means his account is to be credited. So we have to issue a credit note. Credit note means all F6 or you can take here. Or you can do one thing here. So you take F6, go to the arrow, so Alt F6, credit note. Otherwise, go to other vouchers, select credit note. So instead of all this, simply you can say Alt F6. Alt F6 in our keyboard, it will be credit note. So from here we purchase Ayyappa. So from Ayyappa we purchased. So invoice number is 258, 31st July. 258, 31st July. And one more thing is here, remember, date is 1st August. 31st July we purchase, 1st August, this is done. Okay. And here, what we are written, we are increasing the goods value, that is the number of units. We are increasing the quantity, means we are increasing the purchases. So if we are doing only, purchase will increase. Reducing purchases, now the purchase amount is increased, purchase amount. So we have to enter here also, we have to enter purchase, because always the buyer will enter only purchase. First one thing, purchase returns, all others purchases only. Here also, he has to enter only purchases directly. But here you see, this is the credit note. It is showing sales and sales returns. Credit note will be issued by him. So sales and it will show him, but we require purchase returns. Simply type P. Simply type P, it will show purchases. It will show purchase. We have to increase the purchase only. So go to purchase and Samsung Computers. 2 numbers, na? 2 numbers. What is the amount? 25,000. The amount is 25,000. Increase 50,000. Then come to GST, GST. And here also, what we did? Correction in the invoice only. And we are issuing credit note, means he will issue debit note later. So that when we issue debit note, we will enter here. Okay. And here come to this. Here, be careful. Here, against reference is okay. 258 number okay. 31st July okay. But here amount it will show the total amount and it is showing debit. It is showing debit. But here actually, what is the amount? Here, 59,000 rupees is the amount. So 59,000 rupees, we have to take 59,000 rupees, and it is to be, because his account is to be credited, we are issuing a credit note, we have to take it as credit. Okay, we have to show it as credit. Okay. In this case, previously we are entering all the debits, it is showed debit also, debit only. So like this, we have to do. Here also we have to take purchases only, and for reducing or increasing the quantity. And another one is, next one is the same thing, in the same thing. In the same thing, Sayappa computers, 4,60,000. Say here, so quantity 23 we ordered, so we purchased 23. Okay, otherwise, see here, 25 previously. So we get as 25. 25 goods quantity is correct, but the rate is 20,000 we printed, but actually it is 18,000. It is 18,000. So 80,000 means we have to, sorry, no. It is 22,000, sorry, excess. He billed excess amount, he billed 22,000. For example, he billed 22,000. In this case, what does that mean? Quantity is correct, but the rate is only 20,000, but he billed 22,000. Sorry. No. 25,000. He billed 23,000. Okay. What you call, the right price is 25,000. Price is 25,000, but he billed 23,000. What does it mean? He billed less amount, so we have to increase the price. In this case, 25, he billed 23, increase 2. Similarly here, the rate is 25,000. He billed 23,000. That means 2,000 rupees less he billed, so his account is to be credited, which is to be increased. Increased means his account is to be credited. For that, what you have to do? We have to increase the price, means we have to share credit note. So same number, same date, 258, 31st July. One here quantity, there is no difference. We have to increase only the price. 23 means 2,000 rupees had increased. 2 into 25. Total quantity 2,000 into 25. For increasing or decreasing the rate, for increasing or decreasing the quantity, that quantity plus price. Price is correct. Here quantity is correct, but price is less, increase to 2,000 rupees. Now we will take on. Okay. Now also, what he will do? He will issue a credit note. Credit note means Alt F voucher, Alt F6. Date is this is for this also. For example, you take 1st August. So Ayappa computers, and here original invoice is 258, 31st July. 258, 31st July. Save it, and you have to take here only purchases, all the only purchase returns, all others purchases only. So here no purchases. Take just print type P to get purchases. And Samsung computers, here you see quantity, there is no difference. So don't enter anything in the quantity, directly go there. How many totally? 25 numbers. 25 numbers into 2,000 rupees is yes. Increase 2,000. 25,000 into 2 means 50,000 rupees is the amount. Then CGST, GST. And here also, yes, take. What is the reason? Correction in invoice. And this debit, when you are issuing credit note, you will issue a debit note. The debit note can be entered when they send to us. Or in the even before this, we tell them, you build less amount, so we are increasing that amount. Definitely you will send the debit note to us, because our account is debited by him. So his account is debited by our account. So he will send the debit note. If he already sent it, we will enter that. For example, 12/22, 1st August. They sent already. So that we will enter. Otherwise, we will keep it blank. When they send it, we will go to this transaction, we will enter. And now see 59,000. And here, against reference, the same bill, the same thing, 59,000 we have to take. 59,000 we have to take. We have to take. Here, crediting, we are crediting. So take credit note. Okay. Take credit note. So understand? So one is purchase returns, debit note. Purchase returns and decreasing the reducing the quantity, debit note, reducing the price, debit note. In the case of purchase returns, ledger account will be purchase returns. Other cases, directly take purchases. And in the GST details, so for returns, will returns, sale returns, reason. And for others, correction in invoice. And in case of quantity or price to be increased, we share credit note. For that also take up. But in the ledger account, we take purchases only, but it will show sales. We just type P, so it will show purchase, select that purchase. Reason is only correction in invoice and take the item and take the difference quantity, give the price, and then total amount, and then take the GST. If only the price is changed, just like reducing, the price is to be increased in the credit note, we will enter in the total amount column only. Then quantity, we will not enter anything. Rate we cannot enter. Directly in the amount column, the total difference amount, that is total units into the different price. In the case of units reduced, the difference units only will enter. In the case of price reduced or increased, price to be increased, the difference of the price into total units, that is side. So that is the amount we take. Okay, like this. And reason is correction in invoice. And here, in the case of credit note, in the total, after the total, when we enter the bill wise details, it will take the same bill number, everything, but it will show the total bill amount, that is outstanding amount you show, and you show debit. We have to make the amount, the bill amount, this debit credit note amount, you have to enter there and you take as credit. That's what we have to do. Okay, so this is about the data. So there are 5 results, and there is one more. Tomorrow, when you are doing this about the creditor, then I will tell you both, because there are 2 more results. In that case, everything will be same, but the account which you take, ledger account, we are entering the credit note, we are taking ledger account now. Ledger account, we have to take in a different name, just like purchase returns. Purchase returns is different. In the purchase returns group, we take, but when you are creating purchase returns, see here. Okay. So in the case of purchase returns, we create the purchase returns and group we take purchases. But in all other cases, directly we are entering purchases. In the case of other 2, we create a ledger in a different name, but the different name we will take create ledger and we take purchase account as the group, and that ledger account we will enter here, not purchases, not purchases or sales. We enter here only the other account which you can, that we will take up tomorrow. So with this, our account is, today's topic, that is debit note, credit note also. By the generally debit note and credit note they will say, but only the purchase returns and sales returns only everybody will teach you in the institutes also. But I am teaching in more than that. Okay. So with this, our topic of the buyer, how the buyer will enter the debit note as well as credit note. It does not mean buyer will enter debit note and seller will enter credit note. Not only that, buyer will enter in the debit note, but in some cases, he will enter in the credit note also. So, see, if we learn this well, just exactly opposite in the case of seller. So, when you are creating his account, when you purchase, he is selling because we are seller. When selling means we will debit the customer account. Just opposite. We debit the customer account. So, if the case of purchase returns are either as account is to be reduced means, his account is to be reduced means, it is to be credited. Here, it is to be reduced means you are debiting. To increase, you are crediting. There, to reduce, you will credit. To increase, he will debit. Because our account, they will debit our account. That is why, to increase, again, it will be debited. To reduce, it will be credited. Just the exact opposite. We learn this carefully. And the other one is very easy. Okay, now. And now, see one request to you. You please, if you're not already done, you please subscribe to my channel and click bell icon and select all. You will get notification for all the videos which I am uploading every day. Okay. And share my channel with all your friends as well as anyone who want to learn Tally, friend. With good knowledge. Okay. And when you are watching this video, please watch the video till the end. Don't skip in the middle till the end. If you skip, if you stop it in the middle and go out, or after some time when you are coming back, again start from that and watch the video fully. Then only you will get a very good knowledge. And one more thing is, I started an online batch. Only offline is not possible for me. So only online class I am conducting. So in online class, our batch already is running, and I am going to start a new batch within a few days. So if anybody want to join the online classes, so you can contact me. My mobile number is given, and email address also is given in about section of the channel. In that, you can contact me through the email, okay. But in the case of the mobile, you send a message with your details only in the WhatsApp. Don't call me because I will not get the call because I am in another country for few months and after that I come back to India. So meanwhile that you just send your details in the WhatsApp, then I will call you and I will talk to you. Okay. And then we will discuss and we will decide a date. And from that mostly 15th of this month or 15th of this month or from 1st of next month we will start every month. Actually, I planned to start a batch every month in the first of every month. So we will start in the first of the next month, that is 1st of May. Is it April? So we will start from 1st May. Or within this month also, if the students gather and if they want, I will start in this month also. Okay, that's the information. And I hope by following the videos in the same order, you will get a very good knowledge and you will become expert accountants. Okay, so I wish you all the best to all the students. Welcome. Thank you.